Asia America is brought to you by Walmart, providing jobs and opportunities for millions of Americans of all ages and all walks of life. Our people make a difference. Information at walmartstores.com. And produced by Asian America Voice, championing diversity, the very best way to connect people.
Welcome to Asian America, the leading public television program dedicated to Asian American issues, syndicated by PBS. Hi, I'm Sue Robinson, your host for this edition. Our guests today are Feng Shui consultants, Master Tin Sun and his daughter, Master Pun Yin. Welcome to you both, and thank you for coming to the studio today.
Yes, thank you.
Feng Shui originated in China over 5,000 years ago, and it continues to be in such a global demand today. Wow, tell us, why is that so in this? But let's find out what Feng Shui is all about first. Let's find out what that is.
The authentic form of Feng Shui is taking the birthday and time of the individual to figure out the 5 elements and the yin-yang composition of the person, and then balance it with the earth energy of the locations. So we have to take into account of the solar energy, airflow, and the 5 elements and yin-yang of the space to make it a whole comprehensive study.
It's based on environment, you think?
It's earth energy, it's the vibration of the person in the real form of what Feng Shui is about, not like a fixed formula from book, you know, that you could just follow.
What is the outcome of Feng Shui when you have done a good reading for someone? What is the end result for someone who's been Feng Shuied?
The awakening of the true self. And through that, we coach them how to make better strategy in terms of personal and professional lives to achieve the goals that they set out to do.
And they would tell you what their goals are and what they plan on doing, their endeavors and futures, and
well,
you work around that.
In the Chinese life reading part, when we look at the 5 elements and the birthday, we know what this person is meant to do in the destiny. And then we enhance it through the Feng Shui. So, you know, the goals are sometimes known by them and sometimes are realized through our reminders, what they're supposed to do.
And sometimes you actually awaken them and allow them to know there's something else in your life, and let's find out how we can get that out.
Right.
Those energies that might be buried.
Right.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, for you to have this kind of training under your belt, what kind of training goes into becoming a Feng Shui consultant, a master in your field, to allow you to be called Master Tin Sun and Master Pun Yin?
Oh, the Chinese Feng Shui is very difficult to learn. Not easy.
How did you start your training?
I'm 80 years old.
You're 80.
Yeah, I'm 80 years exactly. I learned from the 11 years to 20. I stay in the temple. 9 years already. 9 years already in the temple. I learned the Feng Shui from my master.
Master. So that was a good 2 decades of training in a monastery.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So by the time he was 20 years old, he started the practice already, and he's 80 years old now.
Wow.
So from my father, I learned for 15 years before he allowed me to take on clients without his supervision. So, you know, the two of us have combined experience of over 100 years in training and experience.
It's so comparable to when someone who's a master of karate in a certain form, and the master or the person who originated this form takes under his belts just a very minute amount of people that he feels can learn, and they would feel that energy before they climb and put them under their wing and teach them. Is that how it worked for you in the monastery, Master Tin Sun? They really caught you, and they found something about you, and they honed your skills, and they taught you well after 2 decades. That's wonderful. And then, of course, he passed it on to you.
And see, because the Tin Sun lineage that my father, Master Tin Sun, continues, has existed for many generations to his master, the monk, and then who selectively picked my father to continue the form, then pass on to me. So we're very careful, like you say, not just to take anybody under our tutelage, because we have to absorb the karma aspect of it, and we have to be responsible to make sure the integrity of the person is there.
Because it's that one form that